Hello YouTubers, just got a package today, right here. And we're going to do an unpacking video. So I got my nice utility knife. I'm going to open it right where that line shows. I'm opening it from the back side because there's my address and all that in the front. I don't want you guys to see my address or some hacker to see it. So, yeah. I've got my peanuts in here, your styrofoam peanuts as they would call it. So it'll be a mess in my workshop, so just bear with it. I'll clean that all up later. And I'll just put it on top of this Whirlpool dryer and unwrap all of this. All of this plastic bag. The goodies are in here. So, yeah. Oh yeah, you guys. It's a Quam B-mount speaker. That is a beam mount speaker that you would mount on something like this, the rafters. But in my case, I'm not mounting it in here. This is going in the closet. This is replacing that old school bus speaker. So yeah, this is my beam mount speaker. $20. Got all your taps up here. There's a sticker right here, the beam mount. There's actually a store that used to be in business called Fresh and Easy, and it was like right around the corner from my house. They use these particular speakers on the rafters. And see how they have like that foam in there to prevent the vibrations from vibrating back onto the can. And they have your nuts right here. That's just to undo the grill from the back can. And this part you'd mount to the beam, but for my application I'm not going to be using these guys. I'm just going to take all this off and then use these holes to drill to a stud in my closet. I have a transformer right here that I'm going to tap to here. I'm just going to use the transformer, but I am going to bypass it on the actual system itself. You got a little clamp there to clamp your wires down. So now see. I'm gonna go get a socket from my set here. I'm just gonna reverse engineer this transformer. This actually uses 5 watts. I have this tapped at 4 watts. It's a typical Bogan transformer. This is a Quam speaker, so it's totally different. Let's see what nut size would be perfect. This guy. I want to see what driver this uses. So. I'm gonna put my nut aside where it won't get lost. And I'm actually gonna test it on this stereo system. Currently the brand is Iowa. Right at the top there. On a 1999 model, I'm pretty sure. Now this has issues with the CD player, and it changes the CD by itself when it's on the standby. So, but hey, the audio works on this, so I'm going to test it on this today to see how great it sounds on a PA speaker. Let me try to get it off. There's always that one nut that's always stuck on there that you have to like really give it force. This is not the best ratchet. It's just a piece of junk. I probably should throw that away. I'll get back to you when I'm done getting that bolt. So now I got that bolt untightened, so it's all loosened up now. Yeah, let's see. This looks like that familiar driver is the one that my Quam C10 extended response speaker uses. Put this back can aside on top of the Whirlpool dryer for right now. So this is a boltless design, as you can tell. There's 0 bolts on here, and they got this foam surround to prevent vibration. Now I need to know which tap that I need to use here. This gives you just watts, not voltage. You got a 5 watt here. So I'll just guess on a wire, and of course the black is common. I'm not gonna have it on the back can for right now. I'll just leave it out in the open so you guys can hear it. Get my black for common. So here's how I do this. I just get this black wire connected to black on the transformer that's getting reverse engineered. And I'm just going to use these blue wire nuts because keep in mind this is 70 volts. And you don't want to sit here and fool around with 70 volts. You want to fool around with it because you could get a tiny shock from it. Hard to believe. You could get a shock from one of these guys. From an audio source like this. Especially with a lot of treble response and bass response especially. You could get shocked by it. So play it safe. So now I'm going to connect my purple that I chose off of this transformer onto the yellow of this Bogan transformer. So now I'm going to wire that all up. So now I'm going to turn this up.
About 3.5 million folks on Facebook, about 750,000 on Twitter followers. Now, I'm not on Facebook. The people putting stuff on their stuff I wrote or said, but I didn't personally post it. My Twitter account, that's me. And so I'm generally up and deep.
That's called reverse engineering transformer right here. Don't mind, I have it on a news station.
Part of your day. It's kind of fun.
I don't want to get copyrighted, so I don't want the copyright police to be on me. I'm just gonna put on some stations because I don't want the copyright police to get on me about songs. So yeah, this guy works really good. Now, I'll make a video on me putting this up in my closet. I'll actually piece it to this for the sake of it. So I have this already right here. There's your spider right there. I don't know if you can see that, but there's your cone. And there's your spider way on the bottom. I'm actually surprised they don't have a sticker in the back. Like my Quam C10 speaker has. There's a little barcode there. And I got my back can. Got a little knockout. I'm going to delete that. Actually, I might leave this for my wires. These 2 screws I'm going to take out. I thought these were pretty cool. So like, that's how these B-mount speakers work. There's just 2 bolts here that just hold on to this can. But it must be easier if it's just on rafters because then you have more room to put your bolt down. And then there's these guys. I don't know, these guys necessarily work unless there's like a certain piece of wood. I know I've seen these on rafters. Unless they just screw this straight to the rafters using these bottom holes. So yeah. So I'll get back to you when I mount this up later on today. YouTubers. Yeah, I know it's a mess here, but got that speaker up right there. Had a line already done because I had to redo the line to this Bogan speaker right here. The classroom set speaker. I got this guy up. And the nice thing about it is I had a clamp like I showed you earlier in the video. So I clamped that wire down. And it goes out to this box and then goes back up to this horn. Because it basically just runs across the room all the way back to that box. Right by the window there. With the Coke can on top. That's the main box where the wiring all takes place. Coming out all the way across the room to here. And this other line here is just the speaker line. These are all speaker lines. So I'll demonstrate that to you by playing a song. That shouldn't really be too much of a copyright issue. And I put stuff everywhere. There's my mouse. Gotta have your mouse a place to put the flashlight so you guys can see. Remember where that old school bus speaker was? It used to be right there, but that's been replaced by this guy. The new Quam B-mount speaker. I only have one channel turned off, so... Sounds pretty good, especially for my closet. Plus these other guys. This is the only loaner here that's on that channel. This is the left channel. So, yeah. And also I got this fixed. And it also works through the speaker too. It's working through all of these guys. This one had a little bit of issues, but I fixed it. I fixed it because I didn't want this guy having issues on the system either. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me unpacking the speaker and installing it, showing you guys. So yeah. And I hope you all subscribe to me. Thanks for watching. Oh, and one more thing too. It's my fire alarm video. I've been seeing the views going up and up about that video. And I've been getting comments about my videos. Thank you very much for watching all of my videos. I'm very, very pleased about that. And once again, subscribe to me.